Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2024 Okaloosa Schools Academic Tournament. This year we have 6 schools from Okaloosa County going head-to-head in a double elimination tournament format. These standout students will be displaying their knowledge of math, science, history, fine arts and literature, pop culture, and more to determine our tournament champion for 2024. I'm your host and moderator, Stella Verswyvelt. Lisa Nall will be our timekeeper and scorekeeper, while Howard White and Terry Wade will serve as our chief judges and make all the decisions on all things official. Howard White is a retired engineer. The first half of his career, he studied explosion effects on protective structures for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in Mississippi. In 2002, he moved to Eglin and worked at the Air Force Research Laboratory researching various ordnance technologies. He retired in 2020 after a 37-year career with the Department of Defense. Terry Wade is a native of Niceville, Florida, and graduated from Niceville High School and received a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering at the University of South Alabama. He has a 31-year career primarily designing fielded radio frequency and digital products. He works on Eglin Air Force Base at the J-Primes facility, an RF anechoic chamber for aircraft electronic warfare testing. His current design is a cognitive electronic warfare receiver. Today's teams are from Collegiate High School and Rocky Bayou Christian School. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our different Okaloosa County schools, and we'll be back shortly to introduce our teams. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and introduce our coaches and team members for today's match. From Collegiate High School, our coach is Elisa Miller, and our team members are
Mason Pierce, I'm a sophomore.
Kayda Daigle, senior.
Gabrielle Aldenay, freshman.
Daniel Carreri, senior.
And from Rocky Bayou Christian School, our coaches are Dr. Michael Mosley and Julie Mosley, and our team members are
Michael Mosley, senior.
Scarlett Stevens, senior.
Christopher Sealing, senior.
Alejandro Alvarez, sophomore.
Okay, we're moving on to toss-up question number 1. The subject is history. Fought on St. Crispin's Day, 1415, and memorialized in a Shakespeare play, this battle saw England's Henry V almost destroy the French army and kill all of his French prisoners of war. Name this battle of the 100 Years' War where the much smaller British force massacred the French by using the longbow with great accuracy.
Battle of Anjou.
Say that again?
Anjou.
No, that is not correct.
Orleans.
No, that is not correct. It was the Battle of Agincourt. Toss-up number 2 is in literature. What general physical setting is the background for the novels The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, Goodbye Mr. Chips, A Separate Piece, and its sequel, Peace Breaks Out, Wonder, and all of the Harry Potter novels?
School.
Yes, that is correct. Your bonus is in social sciences. Name these epistles of the Apostle Paul from their famous quotes in the King James Bible. Part A. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these 3, but the greatest of these is charity.
1 Corinthians. Yep. 1 Corinthians.
That is correct. Part B. One Lord, one faith, one baptism.
Ephesians or Galatians.
I was thinking Philippians. Okay. Philippians.
That is not correct. It's Ephesians. Okay, toss-up number 3 is in math. Pencils and paper ready. Give the surface area in square inches of a right rectangular prism 4 inches by 5 inches by 7 inches.
140 inches.
And that is not correct. Time. I think it's okay.
83 inches?
How much?
83.
No, that is not correct. The answer was 166 inches squared. Okay, toss-up question number 4 is in fine arts. Born near Pittsburgh, she studied at the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. During her second stint in Europe in 1877, this painter of Woman in Black at the Opera was invited by Edgar Degas to join his group of artists. Name this woman whose paintings, like Maternal Caress and Mother and Child, made...
Cassatt.
Yes, that is correct. Mary Cassatt. Bonus 4 is in literature. Name these 20th century American poets from their poem collections. Part A. His collection, 4 quartets, was published 30 years after his The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock.
That's T.S. Eliot.
T.S. Eliot.
That is correct. Part B. His collection, North of Boston, includes his poems, The Death of the Hired Man and Mending Wall.
Frost.
Yeah.
That is also correct. Toss-up number 5 is in science. This type of radiation is created by heating up a tungsten filament and then bombarding it with electrons. As voltage is applied across a tube, the electrons hit an anode at a faster velocity, creating photons that leave the tube and create what type of radiation commonly used to check if a bone is broken?
X-ray.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus number 5 is a miscellaneous subject. Answer these about the 2023 Barbie movie. She plays the main stereotypical Barbie.
Margot Robbie.
Yes, that is correct. Part B. This main man in the film La La Land is the main Ken character.
Ryan
Yeah,
Gosling.
that's right.
That is also correct. Toss-up number 6 is in social sciences. He went to law school after his parents forbade him from becoming a fireman like his father was. In Congress, he has voted to end Obamacare and to enact Donald Trump's tax cut plan. Name this 4th-term conservative Louisiana congressman who in October 2023 officially succeeded Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives.
Gingrich.
The answer was Mike Johnson. So the question is, you can get there only by foot or by train, and much of the train track is currently washed out. Thus, a bus is now needed to help make the 4-hour trip there from Cusco. Identify this site thought to have been built by the Emperor Pachacuti that was rediscovered in 1911 by American professor Hiram Bingham, who called it the Lost City of the Incas.
El Dorado.
That is not correct. The answer was Machu Picchu.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go. Moving on to toss-up number 7. The subject is history. Okay. This businessman established a fur trading post at the mouth of the Columbia River in Oregon that he named for himself. When he died in 1848, his New York City real estate holdings made him the richest man in America. What businessman's descendants built both the luxurious Waldorf Hotel and another hotel next door to it that eventually merged?
Astor.
Yes, that is correct. Your bonus is in math. Pencils and paper ready. Consider this set of 7 numbers: 43, 62, 13, 90, 62, 81, and 27. For this set, give the part A the range.
Oh, 90 minus 13, which is, what is 90 minus 13?
77.
67.
77. 77. So 77.
That is correct. Part B, the median.
So 13,
62.
It's
Yeah.
Medians are 62, yeah.
62.
Yep.
Yeah. 62.
That is correct. Okay, toss-up question number 8 is in social sciences. Like any good traitor, he was hanged, drawn, and quartered, and then beheaded. This man's head was then placed atop a spike on London.
Guy Fawkes.
That is not correct. I'll reread the question for you, okay? Like any good traitor, he was hanged, drawn, and quartered, and then beheaded. This man's head was then placed atop a spike on London Bridge, and his limbs were placed separately throughout England and Scotland. The battles of Falkirk and Stirling Bridge were part of the career of what Scottish rebel whose death on August 23, 1305 is featured in the movie Braveheart?
William Wallace.
That is correct. Your bonus is in science. Name these substances from their chemical formulas. Part A is KOH.
Potassium
Potassium oxide. No.
hydroxide?
Hydroxide. Yep, sure.
Potassium hydroxide?
That's correct. Part B, NH3.
Ammonia. Ammonia.
Yes, that is also correct. Okay, toss-up question number 9 is in literature. Characters in this novel include the Soviet military officer Gols, who orders an American to destroy a bridge, and Pilar, an older woman who takes over the leadership of a group of guerrillas. Identify this Ernest Hemingway novel about Robert Jordan, named from a poem by John Donne and considered the most famous novel about the Spanish Civil War.
For Whom the Bell Tolls.
That is correct. Your bonus is in history. Answer these about the history of Australia. Part A. This country sent explorers there before England did. The island of Tasmania is named after one of those explorers, Abel Tasman.
Was it the Netherlands?
Sure, does anybody have any?
No.
You know it's not Netherlands, or no, you don't know?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Netherlands.
Yes, that is correct. Part B. This first British colony on the east coast of Australia is named partly for a current area of the United Kingdom and includes Sydney, which is Australia's largest city today.
Queensland. That's what I was going to say. Or do you think so? Sure. Queensland.
That is not correct. The answer is New South Wales.
That's the half.
Okay, that's the end of the first half. We'll be back in a moment with our score. Welcome back. We have a halftime score of Collegiate High School 60, Rocky Bayou Christian School 95. Each school has a substitution, and now we'll meet our substitute from Rocky Bayou.
Ayush Patel, freshman.
And from Collegiate?
Erin Garrity, freshman.
Okay. And now we'll move on to toss-up question number 10. The subject is miscellaneous. He mastered his sport under former French Open champion Juan Carlos Ferrero and was the first teenager to defeat his country's legendary Rafael Nadal on clay. In 2022, he became the youngest man ever to reach number 1 in the ATP rankings after winning the US Open. Name this young Spanish tennis great who won his first Wimbledon in 2023 over Novak Djokovic.
Carlos Alcaraz.
That's correct. Your bonus is in language arts. Identify these types of figurative language. Part A, a reference to something famous like,
Allusion.
it's Christmas, don't be a Scrooge.
Allusion.
Yes, that is correct. Part B, comparing two things using like or as, such as, he's as busy as a one-armed paper hanger.
Simile.
Yes, that is also correct. Toss-up number 11 is in history. This group, founded in 1922, broke into official and provincial wings in 1969, with the latter committing most of its terrorist acts after that time. 7 years after the 1998 Good Friday Peace Agreement that ended most fighting, this group finally renounced armed uprisings against the British. Name this organization that tried to reunite the two parts of its island nation into one independent country.
Cyprus Nationals.
That is not correct.
Ireland?
Can you expound on that?
The IRA?
Yes, IRA is correct.
Sorry.
Irish Republican Army. Your bonus is in math. Okay, pencils and paper ready. Function A is 3e to the 2x, and function B is sine 4x. Give the derivatives of these expressions. Part A plus B.
Wait. We're supposed to do A plus B? 6e to the 2x plus 4 cosine of 4x.
That's correct.
Nice. Good job.
Part B, the product AB.
You got this.
Okay, 6e to the 2x sine 4 of x plus 12e to the 2x cosine 4 of x.
That is correct. Okay, toss-up question number 12 is in language arts. In football, this word is a verb meaning to tackle an opponent very hard. This word can also mean to place something into the ground so it won't move, or to attach something to a wall by using tape or other adhesive. Give this.
Mount.
That is not correct. I'll repeat the question for you, okay? In football, this word is a verb meaning to tackle an opponent very hard. This word can also mean to place something into the ground so it won't move, or to attach something to a wall by using tape or other adhesive. Give this 5-letter word for a small piece of wood burned in a campfire.
Time.
Okay, the answer was stick. Stick.
I feel dumb.
Okay, toss-up 13 is in science. Pencils and paper ready. Calculate the kinetic energy of a rock with a mass of 20 kilograms as it hurtles down a hill toward a freeway at 6 meters per second.
360 joules.
Correct. Thank you for the units. Okay, bonus number 13 is in history. Okay, much of the rest of the industrial world celebrates this event on May 1st, but in the U.S. it's celebrated early in September. Part A, give the American name for this major holiday celebrating workers.
Yeah,
Labor Day.
That is correct. Part B, this Chicago incident that began on May 1st, 1886, killed 12 people when a bomb went off among demonstrators in favor of an 8-hour workday.
This is like bombing.
Labor strike.
You got that.
Union strike.
Sure.
Union strike.
That is not correct. The answer was Haymarket Square bombing. Okay, toss-up number 14 is in math. Pencils and paper ready. Evaluate the expression A over B if A is the product of x to the 6th power and x to the 5th power, and B is the cube root of x to the 21st power.
X to the 4th power.
That is correct. Your bonus is a miscellaneous question. The second season of the 4th game in this video game series became available on October 2023. Part A. Identify this series made by Blizzard and named for its main bad guy, the Lord of Terror.
I heard season. I was like.
I was thinking
what was
Fortnite.
that?
Lord of Terror.
Chaos.
Any idea?
Hades.
Hades?
Hades.
The name was Diablo.
Man, we had that bonus question last time. That same bonus.
Part B. The game's 5 classes of characters include this fighting class that can change weapons in mid-combat.
I would guess Paladin or like Marauder.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, I defer to Michael.
Marauder.
That is not correct. It was barbarians. Okay, toss-up 15 is in social sciences. In one story, this man caused the death of Palamedes by manufacturing evidence that Palamedes had turned traitor against the Greeks. In another story, this man's son, by Circe, named Telegonus, accidentally kills him with a poisoned lance while fighting him in Ithaca. What king who suggested the idea of the Trojan horse in the Iliad?
Odysseus.
That is correct. Your bonus is in science. This skin problem is caused by the HPV virus, not by touching frogs. Part A. Name this problem whose common type creates a hard bump on your skin.
Warts.
Yes, that is correct. Part B. This type of it is found only on your feet.
Oh, plantar warts.
That is also correct. Toss-up number 16 is miscellaneous. Football coaches appearing in this movie include Tennessee's Philip Fulmer. Quentin Aaron plays this movie's main character, a boy named Michael Orr.
Blindside.
That is correct. Your bonus is in fine arts. Answer these about works by Rembrandt. Part A. This is the 2-word nickname for his painting, The Shooting Company of Frans Banning Koch and Willem van Ruytenberg.
Nighthawks. That's not 2 words.
That is not correct. It's Night Watch. Part B. He made an etching of the death of this biblical martyr stoned in Acts chapter 7.
Stephen.
That is correct. Toss-up 17 is in history. This event began after Sir William Berkeley thought there was money to be made trading with Indians. When settlers in Western Virginia disagreed because of periodic Indian raids, they rebelled against Berkeley and forced him to flee Jamestown during what 1676 rebellion named for its leader Nathaniel?
Bacon's Rebellion.
That's correct. Your bonus is in math. Pencils and paper ready. The limit of expression r as x approaches 1 is 1/4, while the limit of expression s as x approaches 1 is 2/3. Find the limits of these expressions as x approaches 1. Part A, r plus s.
So just 1/4 plus 2.
Okay, so then what is that? That would be,
3/12.
11 12?
11 twelfths. 11 twelfths.
That is correct.
Sorry, I didn't know how much time we had.
Part B, r cubed.
Wouldn't that just be
1 over 64.
1 over 64?
Yeah.
1/64th.
That is also correct. Toss-up 18 is in science. This object's existence was suggested in a theory by Schwann and Schleiden, who correctly thought that all living organisms consist of these objects. Name this tiny object considered the basic unit.
Cell.
That is correct. Your bonus is in social sciences. Of the 13 tallest buildings in the U.S., 8 are in New York City, and the other 5 are here. Part A, name this Midwest city.
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago.
That's correct. Part B, that city's building at 875 North Michigan Avenue was once named for this founding father.
Franklin.
I kind of like Washington.
Adams.
Adams.
Jefferson Chrysler guy.
Pick one. Adams.
No, it was the John Hancock Center.
Oh.
That's the match.
Okay, that's the end of the match. We'll be back in a moment with our final score.
I chose to come to Collegiate High School because you get free college and your high school diploma at the same time, and that's the best opportunity for any high school student.
I wanted to grow as an individual, and so I decided to move here to not be grouped into these different categories that you'd find in like traditional high schools.
I came to Collegiate because I wanted to get used to college work and just being in a college environment before I actually move on to a bigger university.
The thing that makes Collegiate High different from other schools in Okaloosa County is that we're a small school. Students that attend the Collegiate High School are not just a number. We know students by name because of the small school atmosphere.
So what's great about this school is that all the faculty are here to help you.
They want them to excel in their academic life and personal life.
At the other schools, I felt like I wasn't quite being challenged enough in all the fields, but here it's like, you have teachers that teach you well, and they teach you what's going to be applied in the future.
Many students think that if you go to Collegiate, you can't play sports, you can't be in music, you can't be a high school student, but I still went to homecoming. I still went to the football games, I had fun with all my friends, and Collegiate doesn't take that away from you. It adds on to your amazing personality.
In order to be successful at Collegiate High School, motivation, student motivation. You have to be academically motivated because you'll be academically challenged.
But when you go to a university, they'll see that you're dedicated and you're willing to take the course load that you'll be taking.
Let's say if you come one thought. This thought is that you are unstoppable. Because if you come here thinking, there's going to be too much work, there will be. It's not an easy school, it's a tough school. But you're going to come, and if you come thinking that nothing will stop, you will be successful, and you will be a college student.
We have a final score of Collegiate High School 110, Rocky Bayou Christian School 230. Thank you to all of the students who participated in today's match, and thank you viewers for tuning in to watch this exciting event. We'd also like to thank our corporate sponsors, Microsystems Incorporated and Master Wall Incorporated. Stay tuned next time for further tournament action, and good night.